man against those stomachs. There. Let's see something, shall we? That takes care of that. Now then, let's ask our friend here what that was about.
Thank the stars.
Katsura, I had a feeling that...
I've been looking. It wasn't...
The Shogunate.
Indeed. And they're expecting the Satsuma to...
Them.
Well,
You're the only ones with...
You're not wrong.
That's right. Focus on the...
He's the commander of the Satsuma forces. Let's meet at Hyomi.
Ohms, if you please.
Could I leave it to you two to broach the subject? I doubt he'll be in the mood to listen if an enemy like me shows up out of nowhere.
No problem. We'll handle this. So, Saigo's in this temple, right?
Ah, that's right. The former chief priest of this place. Good.
Okay. Time to head inside. We'll get kicked out if we just rush in. Better to wait for the right moment. The grounds are pretty big, so we should prioritize locating Saigo.
Let us fulfill our mission.
Time for me to... That was smooth.
Jojuin Temple. So, you've been ordered to lead the expedition against Choshu. What do you intend to do, Saigo? What would Gesho advise? Well, I'll leave you to ponder it. Some solitude may bring you clarity.
How dare anyone threaten me on this most sacred day?
You done?
No ordinary foes. Take more than that to make me. I swore I would live for both of us. I won't die here so easily! Crossing blades with someone with no intention to kill is pointless. You said you would like to speak to me. The Satsuma never chose to begin this fight. That decision was the Shogunate's.
Forget the Shogunate. I want to speak to you, not them.
It was the Choshu who drew their swords first. And considering their behavior in Kyoto, how can we leave them be?
Look, I understand Satsuma's perspective. But have you thought about our future?
What do you mean? Change this country? What are you saying?
Saigo, deep down, I know you agree with me. There are things Satsuma can only accomplish with Choshu by its side.
You want us to march alongside our sworn enemies? I simply cannot see it.
And yet, it can be so. If we should will it. But first, I should apologize. I am sorry. I could not stop the conflict earlier.
Katsura of the Choshu? What are you wearing?
Oh, ignore these filthy rags. I assure you, my aspirations remain unsullied. As my associates have said, we must put aside our differences, even if it means moving heaven and earth. We must transform Japan.
Katsura, I hear you. I accept your proposal. Gesho, too, would have been glad to put an end to the bloodshed.
Then it's settled. The Choshu and Satsuma will join forces, and we shall be the ones to see it through. You know, I've heard that in the West you're meant to hold hands and shake them on occasions like this. Go on. Try it.
Saigo, I look forward to working with you.
The pleasure is mine.
Takamori Saigo, swayed by Ryoma, defies the shogun's orders and calls off the Satsuma assault on the Choshu. This episode helps the Satsuma and Choshu draw closer, and they conclude an alliance aimed at overthrowing the shogunate.
Don't you remember what I told you back then? That I had a dream as big as the damn ocean.
This way.
Don't think you can escape us.
Accept your fate!
They don't give up easily.
Do it! Cut me down!
It's just a scratch. Don't worry.
He needs medical attention! Come on, let's go. I want to get back in the past for a start.
Sounds like a plan. This is a real mess.
After being attacked at the Terada Inn, Ryoma Sakamoto took refuge amongst the Satsuma clan.
Might not be so lucky next time. I'm going to have to leave things to you for now. I'm counting on you.
Did Ryoma make it away without any trouble? Sorry I couldn't be there for the send-off. Now we can't afford to ignore what happened at the Terada Inn. But we still don't know the true course of events. Indeed. From what Kondo and Hijikata were away from Kyoto, serving the shogunate, which puts both...
If the Satsuma Choshu alliance searches for the culprit in the open, we'll only incur the wrath of the...
And that's where you come in. We want you to infiltrate the Shin...
I leave the...
Don't worry. The Shinsengumi are a fighting force, and since you were once part of their where? Come to Nishi-Honganji Temple. Hey! This place is being used as a Shinsengumi outpost. Thanks to a Satsuma connection, I've arranged for a uniform for you as well. Unless you can I know you're up to that. Huh, that's what I like to hear. Saigo and I will be praying for your good fortune.
I've heard talk of your skill with the sword. But a lot of the men here like to talk Have I seen you some? Now there's a fearsome look. I expect great things from you. I didn't mean anything by it. I haven't introduced myself. Shinpachi Naga. Saito, show the new recruit around our outpost. Make sure you listen to Saito.
Never. The training for... Time for a session. You won't make it into the Shinsengumi without some skill at the sword. It's time to show me what you're worth. Try taking him on. Good. I have high hopes. You did well, but I'd like to now. Don't disappoint me.
What's the verdict?
The technique is certainly interesting.
Well, coming from you, I'll take that as a high compliment.
Nagakura is in a different league from the other.
Haha, don't... No need to hold back. Throw everything at me.
No joke.
Most intriguing. Besting Nagakura is no mean feat. Right then, follow me.
Ah, you must be the newcomer. Could you come here a moment? Sorry for interrupting. But even in this state, I thought I should at least introduce myself.
This is Soji Okita. Neither I nor Nagakura are his match in swordplay.
That's all in the past now. Now that I'm bedridden, I don't amount to anything but dead weight. If you want to improve, Saito could teach a thing or two, I'm sure. He's peerless after all.
Okita, I'll go on to the dojo. Send the new recruit over once you finish talking.
So then, why do you want to join the Shinsengumi? Oh, so you consider yourself quite capable then? I would love to have... By the way, haven't I met you somewhere before? I seem to recall meeting someone rather like you. Oh, is it now? Well, pardon me for that strange line of inquiry. Saito's waiting, isn't he? You should get going.
Let's begin.
Holding their war against Saito.
This is quite a surprise. I see.
I can't believe it. Ever seen Saito cornered like that?
You're strong, that's for sure. There are few amongst our number who would be a match for you.
That is no exaggeration.
Why? You could go toe-to-toe with Kogoro Katsura or Ryoma Sakamoto. What kind of rock have you been living under? They're linchpins of...
Right. I think we can make use of the new recruit.
Not from me.
There's someone else I'd like to introduce. There's an officer I'd like you to meet, Kashitaro Ito. A man so sharp he can tell you where the world is going and exactly how it's going to get there. Suzuki. I pointed him out before. He's Ito's younger brother. He's important to know too. Leads one of our units. Now, after I introduce you to Ito, I'll speak with him in private. You are to use any means necessary to listen to our conversation. Understood? Ito, I've brought you a new recruit. Their swordsmanship rivals that of myself or Nagakura.
Well, you must truly be something to earn such praise from Saito. I am Kashitaro Ito, Shinsengumi's staff officer. The Shinsengumi is made up of the most elite warriors in Japan against the Shogun's cowardly retainers. We are as a tiger to a house cat. This country's very future will be decided by our actions. You would do well to be mindful of the power we wield. By all means, put that sword on to use it. By the way, Saito.
That will be all. Listen to our conversation from out...
after Saito?
No. I was just asking the newcomer to train the men. Someone so skilled should be able to oversee fencing drills, I thought.
With Kondo and Hijikata absent, and Okita ailing, now's the time. No one can stop us from breaking away from the Shinigami.
But without us here, the enemies of the Shogunate, lurking in Kyoto, may grow bold.
The attempt on Sakamoto at the Terada Inn failed to rouse either the Satsuma or the Choshu. We needn't worry on that account. We are gathering in Aburano-Koji to discuss precisely how to break free. I expect to see you there.
We're finished. You can come out now. Fine work playing the spy. You must have heard it yourself, but let me state, Ito is a traitor. I'm keeping... It's mostly the Choshu. There's a rumor they're joining forces with the Satsuma, though. And it was Sakamoto who brokered the deal. He recently became a bigwig in the anti-shogunate forces, prompting Ito's attempt to off him at the Terada Inn. In a nutshell, yes. There's a rumor going around that it was our work, but neither Kondo nor Hijikata were involved. Ito's true intent was to tarnish the Shinsengumi's reputation, and to ascertain the plans of the anti-shogunate forces. What we learned is that they can't afford to make any big moves right now, which led to Ito concluding the time was right for him to make his move. I'm going to rid the Shinsengumi of Ito's faction. I know you've only just enlisted, but I will need your help. Meet me at Aburano-Koji. That's where we'll do it.